Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I'm having a pretty good day, and I want to go outside today, so I'm going to finish up this laundry real quick. I just got one load of laundry I got to fold and put away. I put it in fast motion just because I really want to get outside, and I want to bring you guys with me outside today. It's not often that I feel like I have the energy to go adventure around and not just go for a walk around the block or something. I want to go to a park that has these really big, nice trees and just there's a lot of cool, like shaded areas. It feels real, almost rainforesty. There's a bunch of moss everywhere. There's a bunch of hills to climb up and stairs and stuff. And I just feel like I need to move my body because I work from home. I sit at my desk all day, at least 8 hours a day, but usually more, like closer to 12 hours a day between my job and, working on other stuff like music and editing videos and just doing whatever on the internet. I don't move my body enough, but part of the style of videos that I'm doing now is I really want to start doing more things. And unfortunately, in this day and age with, the brains that we have from the phones and the technology and all that shit, I feel like the best way to motivate me to do things is to record myself. But I don't even care at this point. At first, I was like, this is kind of weird. I'm just recording myself doing chores, but it's helping me. This is my third week that I'm doing this style of video, and it's really getting me to do more stuff that I would want to do. Because if I'm just sitting around at home by myself, it's like, who cares, Who cares what I'm doing? No one's here. No one really can check on me or really cares what I'm doing because I'm just by myself. But if I record myself doing cool stuff, it's the classic sort of social media thing. Like, I feel like most of my YouTube channel has been me talking about the not so great parts of my life. And maybe that was necessary for me. It definitely was necessary for me to get things out of my head and just kind of sift through things. But, I've had this YouTube channel since the end of 2021. I've been uploading every Sunday since then. And I feel like my life has improved a lot, especially in the past, 6 months, but really in the past, couple months. I feel like my life has just gotten it's so much easier for me to do things now. So I want to start sharing the better parts of my life with you guys. So let's go outside. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at that view. Oh my God. This is one of the first parks that I went to when I moved to Portland. And it's probably my favorite park that I go to. It's pretty big. It has a lot of hills. It has a ton of trees. It has a ton of just cool shady parts that I like to hang out in. And you can see so much of Portland from here even. All right, look how embarrassing this is, guys. I did the fucking influencer thing where I put my phone down and then ran away to make it look like I'm hiking, but this didn't last very long. That hill's steeper than it looks. You'd be surprised. I don't know why I'm running either. This is the first thing that I'm doing here. I gotta chill, but I don't know. I gave up pretty quickly. I was like, nah, I gotta go all the way back and get my phone. And then I found this little spot. Again, if this is the first time you're seeing my channel, welcome in, but I don't have a mic yet, so I'm doing voiceover, and I don't have a tripod. So I just kind of have to prop my phone up wherever I can find a spot. And here, I have my phone just kind of resting in a tree. And the shot looked really cool, but for some reason it looks sort of like I'm tilted a little bit. I don't know. It felt so good to be out here. It felt so good to be moving my body and just feeling the rain hit my face and just feeling the wind and smelling the flowers. Everything's starting to bloom here. The trees look so beautiful. I know I've probably mentioned trees 3 or 4 times already in this video, but trees are just such an important thing in my life. I know that sounds so stupid, but when I was younger, I did a mushroom trip, and I came up with this concept called civilized trees. And me and my friends who were doing it at the time, we were 19 or something, and we thought it was the most genius thing. Just this row of trees that were all trimmed up by some human on some, fancy looking place. But I like being around uncivilized trees, and that's what this park is for me. With that said, I found this weird little swing. It's made out of a skateboard, and I was not sure if it was going to hold my weight, but it did. I fully sat down on it here, and it was really fun. When I was swinging on this swing, I started thinking about when I was, a teenager growing up in New Jersey. There was a couple lakes that we would swim in, and those lakes, well, my door just closed by itself. That's really weird. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, I don't know if that got picked up on the mic, but I was just thinking about when I grew up in New Jersey, there was these lakes that we would go to that had rope swings that, you kind of swing into the lake or just swing around. And I don't even remember the last time I've sat on like a regular swing, let alone like a tree swing. But you can see me looking to the right here. I did notice that it looked like there was like a shelter that's built to the right. It's kind of hard to see. It's like a bunch of like branches laid over. I saw some like a wooden box inside of there. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in the middle of this park. This might be someone's shelter. It is Portland. There is a decent amount of unhoused people. So I didn't see anybody, but I was like, let me just try to be respectful and keep it moving. But this tree, wait, look at this. Ready? You see me walking? Poof. Disappeared. I did not even plan that. I know this shot looks like it might be like cool and artsy, but again, I don't have a tripod. I just shoved it in a tree and hoped for the best. But this one came out really cool. This tree smelled amazing. It just smelled so floral and fragrant. And I just love the color of the flowers on the tree. There's so many of them in a row. Actually, the tree that my phone is in looks just like the tree that I'm looking at right now. And I walked over to another one. And you guys remember I said I have a beef with bugs. I started to hear something buzzing around under this tree. And I was like, nah, let me get out of here. Let me just back up slowly. And you know what? Nope, too much buzzing. I'm out of there. But it's okay. I actually started to hear some people walking around, so I got kind of embarrassed and was like, how do I go get my phone? I don't know. Filming myself in public is still not something that I feel comfortable doing at all. So maybe it's good to do the voiceover. I think if I was talking to, that'd be even weirder. But this right here is why I came to this park in the first place. I really just wanted to sit in the shade of a tree and just relax and not quite meditate, but do something that I've referred to as breathe with the trees. I just wanted to sit with a tree, under a tree, in its shade, and just focus on my breathing. And I was really trying to breathe only through my nose and really focus on my breath and just try to relax as much as I could. Try to calm down. Try to not worry about my job. Try to not worry about things I have coming up in my life, like potentially having to travel for work and moving to a new place in less than a month, having to worry about money, saving for all of that. And, I was trying not to think about how much a U-Haul is going to cost and who's going to be around to be able to help me move. And I just kept focusing on my breathing. In through my nose, out through my nose. I know you're supposed to breathe out through your mouth, but I sometimes have trouble breathing through my nose. And I also have health anxiety. So sometimes I'll convince myself that I actually can't breathe through my nose. So something I was really trying to focus on doing here is making sure that I was breathing in and out through my nose to prove to myself that I actually can breathe. I know that might sound stupid. It might sound crazy, but you know what? Sometimes I am stupid and crazy. And that's why I need to go do things like this. And I don't do this nearly enough. And I'm going to start doing this more for sure. My one video called Getting My Life Together, I posted it 2 weeks ago. Got way more views than I ever was expecting to get. So If that was the first video you found for my channel and now you're watching this one, welcome in. You know, I've had this channel for a while, like I said. I was kind of in a weird transitional phase, and that video was the first one that I made where I was like, this feels like something new. It feels like something fresh. It feels exciting. It feels like a path that I want to sort of go down creatively. I really want to start incorporating my real life in my videos. And the first one that I tried, a bunch of people really seemed to like it. So thanks everyone for all the kind words. It really means a lot. I have a lot of ideas of things that I really want to do to make these videos even better. Like eventually I'll have a nicer camera. Oh, there's a guy riding a bike. I didn't even notice that. See, in the moment, I didn't even hear that bike. I was so, at this point, it's only been a couple minutes, but at this point I was so, you know, kind of zenned out that I literally didn't even notice that that bike was there. It's the first time I saw that. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope that you're all having a good week, or I hope you have a good week coming up. I know it's Sunday. And just try to do a couple things this week that you enjoy. Try to make it a challenge, because I know it's not always easy. Try to do not just one thing. Try to do a couple things. Like, it can be very small, like even me, just sitting under this tree and breathing. That's really all I wanted to do today, and I was able to do it, and I feel very lucky that I was able to do it. So go ahead and do that too, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week. How many stairs do you think that is?
96.